just pulled up at the petrol station to get some fuel, and we are on our way to Franklin's. You can see Dobby is in the back, and little Luna too, because we take them everywhere with us, and Darren is just paying for fuel, and we'll be back in a minute, so I will catch up with you in a bit, hopefully when we get a bit nearer to Franklin's. So, just got back from Salisbury from Franklin's, and I cannot say a good enough thing about the service. It was absolutely impeccable. They traded in my old one and sorted me out with this one perfectly. They even gave me some free bobbins and needles and stuff to get me started on there. So if anyone is after a Juki or any other brand for that, then I would definitely recommend speaking to Franklin's or going on their website to have a look at their stock. They have best prices on most of the machines in the UK as it is as well. So let's get into the unboxing of the new Juki 2200 QVP. So we will get the box open and see what's inside. So as with most Jukis, they all come with their manual. Well, on top we've got the knee lift, the power cable, and the multi-purpose foot pedal, which has got the heel click on there for the thread cutter. On other Juki models that is programmable to different settings, but on the TL it is just for the thread cutter, and it does come with a little stopper to stop you accidentally pressing that if you have problems with pressing it accidentally. In here are all the feet, which I'll go into more detail with in a minute. We've got the extension table at the back here, which I will also open a little bit later. Then there is the packaging. This is a hard, it's like a semi-hard cover for it. And then in here is the actual machine, which I'm going to have to slide out on its side. This by no means is a light machine. It is a heavy machine because it is a semi-industrial and it is aluminium cast. Use the box back a bit. I'm going to slide it out and then I'm going to open it sideways so that I can lift it out of the polystyrene. So let's take that off. Lift the machine out. Be careful not to catch the thread stand. Let's pop it up on the side. Right, so I'm just going to get rid of all this packaging and I'll be back with you in 2 seconds. So before I plug the machine in and get everything set up and wind a bobbin and so on, the accessories that come with the machine are as follows. You get a proper sized flathead screwdriver for changing the feet and unscrewing the needle plate if you need to clean it. This is the little rubber stopper that goes on the bottom of the back of the heel press on here so that you don't accidentally press it if you find that a problem, and it also adds a little bit of extra grip to the machine. You get 1, 2, 3 free motion embroidery feet. You get variations of these basically, so you get a 1/4 inch, a 1/5 inch, and you get an open toe as well for free motion. So that is 1, 2, 3 free motion feet. You then get one of the best walking foots you can get on the market. It is super solid, really heavy and really heavy duty. I have one very similar to this for my old Juki 1600p, and it is a brilliant piece of machinery. You get the the stitch guide, which clips onto the walking foot as well if you're doing straight line quilting. And for various other things, you get a rolled hem foot, which does your little narrow rolled hem. You get a 1/4 inch foot with a guide on the side, which you can just see there. It has the little metal guide on there to butt your fabric up against, so you get a perfect, accurate 1/4 inch. The machine comes with a standard straight stitch foot, which is a scant 1/4 inch, I believe. And then you get the 1/4 inch compensating foot, which has got the little ridge on the side, which is on a hinge as well, which allows you to get a 1/4 inch perfect edge on thick fabrics like vinyl, denim, and multiple layers of fabric. You also get an adjustable zipper foot, which is by all accounts not the best on the market, but I have actually got a set of concealed zipper feet which fit. So I have a concealed zipper foot here, which came in a set from, I believe, eBay or Amazon. I have a fixed foot for the left needle if you want it to the left hand side. I have one for the right hand side, and I also have one which I got in the pack, which I can't find right now, but it is just a very narrow, yeah, I can't find it right now. It's just a very narrow zipper foot, which is literally, it's about, I think it's only about 1 mil a foot either side of the needle. They, as I say, they come in a pack of 4. You can get them on eBay and you can get them on Amazon. And again, they're hinged feet, which are better for zips. So I probably won't use this adjustable one. So with the machine, you get 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe you get 5 bobbins because I think there's one in the machine. Yes, so you get 5 bobbins. Franklin's, though, were really generous and they gave me 10 extra bobbins for free. You get a pack of organ needles, which are HA1s in a size 11 and 14. So I imagine you get 2 of each in there because there's 4 needles in total. You get a bottle of oil, which this machine does need oil in on a regular basis. I buy my oil in a slightly bigger container, so I will probably decant into that one. You get a thread spool cap, your multifunction screwdriver tool, which also has the miniature screwdriver on one end, which is perfect for the bobbin adjustment for the tension on the bobbin case. And you get a little cleaning brush, which I actually, if anyone wants to know, I actually choose to use these fan-shaped makeup brushes. Again, these you can buy on Amazon, eBay, or from your local beauty shop for very little money. They're a lot more delicate. They collect a lot more fluff. You also can use them on your needle bar and stuff like that without actually knocking all of your without pulling your thread out and knocking any of your alignment or anything off, because they're so soft. So highly recommend a fan makeup brush. So that is all of the accessories. I will quickly go through the process of threading the machine and winding a bobbin. So just quickly as well, just so you're aware, the knee lift bar, if you are using it, if you're not using it, it actually clips in underneath the table to store it out of the way. The table has measurements on here and it has a opening here so that you can access your bobbin easier when the extension table is on without having to actually remove the extension table all the time, which is really handy. It also has little rubber grips on the side of the table so that when it's pressed up against the machine, it doesn't slide off like it does on the Janome. So with reading in the manual, it says that before use, unpacking, or if the machine has been left for an extended period of time, longer than 2 months, it requires 5 to 7 drops of oil in the relevant oiling spaces. So I'm going to do that before I switch it on. I'm just going to pop a few drops in each. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3. I personally think 3 should be enough. It's down to personal preference, I guess. I'm just going to quickly also oil down in the bottom where the bobbin goes, because it states that that needs a drop of oil as well on the hook race. So I'm just going to spin that round until I get to the point, and then I'm going to use my fine oil, which is in a little needle applicator here. I'm just going to pop a little drop on there. So I'm going to just give that a few rotations. And then I'm going to switch the machine on, press the needle up and the needle down just to put that in the highest point. I'm then going to leave it off for the moment, and I am going to plug in the foot pedal, and then we will come back and wind a bobbin. Right, so I have got a new spool of Orifil 40 weight, and I'm going to pop it on the thread stand at the back, go through the take up, then I'm going to go round the tension disc on the top through the hole in the bobbin. I'm going to spin that round until it seats on there, like so. Slide the bobbin over, switch the machine on and wind. So once it's gone around a few times, I'm just going to pull against that thread because it will be weakened and it will snap off. And then we'll finish winding our first bobbin. And then it is finished. I'm just going to get my scissors. I'm going to snip that thread. I'll pop the bobbin in the bobbin case, and then I will insert it and we will thread the rest of it. Right, so we have come up from the back through this first hole on here, and then I'm going to thread this through the third hole so that the tension, the thread is wrapped through those little guides here which stop the thread from twisting. So it's going to go through that pre-tension, round through that tension disc there, make sure it's seated properly, up over the top of the take-up lever. Oh, that is missed down there, apologies. Back down through here into the thread guide down the bottom, through the thread guide at the side. I'm going to, before I thread this needle, I'm going to take this one out and change it out, because I don't know whether there's been any movement in that needle during the moving process. So I'm going to swap it out for a brand new Schmetz 9014 because that's what I normally use. So we will get the little screwdriver, well, I say little, not that one, this one here. I'm going to change out that needle before I thread it. I would rather dispose of one needle that may be okay but may not be. So I'll pop that in my needle recycling. And I will pop a new fresh needle in just so that I know what's happened to it. So push that all the way in to the highest point you can get it, and tighten up that needle bar just so it nips tight. And then I will make sure that the needle is in the highest position, which it is now. I'm going to pull that needle threader down. I'm going to come round the back of the needle threader to catch that eye. It would help if I put the foot down. Eventually we managed to get the needle threader to work. I know that these can be slightly tricky for people, including myself. So I'm going to hold that top thread. I'm just going to do needle down, needle up, just to pull up my bobbin thread, so I don't get any loops. And then we will have a little play around the tension, because it is way too high at the moment. So I want that around 2, I would say. That feels about right. Let's tear those off and let's have a play with some scraps. So let's find something in here. Here we go. This will do. Let me cut a bit of that off. And we'll see what the stitch quality is like on the Juki. And straight out of the box, with very, very minor adjustment, just to release that top tension because it was up a little bit too high, we have got a beautiful set of even stitches. Thanks for watching.